here in front of you in this area of the Ngā Tākaro Māori, you will see some signs. On those signs are different names of Tākaro Māori. And so if you wanted to go over and see what that particular game is, wanted to know what it was about, there'll be somebody in that vicinity to show you and guide you along to play that game, just to let you know what that particular game is all about. One of the main, let's say one of the main philosophies of the Whare Tapere is kia kawea tātou e te rehia, which basically means we're all here to have a good time.
The game of Hauraki is played by two teams of 4 or more people in 2 circular zones. In the middle is the pou tangata. Surrounding the pou tangata is the taniwha team, and around the outside is the ki oma team. The ki oma team must throw a ball called a ki to the pou tangata. The taniwha must try to defend by blocking or catching the ball. If the pou tangata catches a pass on the full from the ki oma team, they get a point. If the taniwha intercepts a ki on the full, their team gets a point. The pou tangata must catch the ball in their designated zone to score. Whichever team gets the most points wins. The game begins with a hungi and players place palm to palm. The aim of Raupohi Rautaka is to grasp the opponent's feather while keeping your own protected. But you must not use your arms to block, just move your body and use your agility. The game is non-contact, but if contact is made with your opponent, the game restarts. Mūtorere is a game using counters and a 9-point board space. The counters are set up like this to start. Each player takes turns moving their coloured counter until one player can no longer move any of their counters.
Yeah, see, bang.
Box.
Block.
Tricky, shoulder. Oh well, that is a good game.
That's a good game, eh?
Mūtorere means to move swiftly, indicating that this is a fast game with little time to consider your next move. It can be played as a board game with small counters or on a larger scale with rocks and people.
One space off. And so, the point of the game, I can't move. Was your turn now.
The aim of takatu is to put your opponent off balance by pushing their hands or evading their attempts to push you. Stand facing your opponent at arm's length and hold up your hands at shoulder height. Without moving your feet, push on their hands to try to put them off balance. A point is awarded for making your opponent move their feet from their original position. The aim of puwha is to be the first to say puwha when your stare meets the stare of another player. The caller says ki raro and everyone looks down. When the caller says ki runga, everyone looks up at someone in the circle. If 2 people meet each other's stare, they say puwha and do a pukana. If it's a draw, the other players decide the winner. The first person to say it wins the round and the other person is out and leaves the circle. The aim of Pototi is to successfully stand and walk on the stilts and also to navigate an obstacle course. There is a process of debate to determine the rules of play before play commences. Kiorahi is played by 2 teams, the taniwha and the kioma. The taniwha team can move between te ao and te roto, the 2 outside zones. They have to score points by throwing the ball at the tupu, the middle point, and defend the pāwiro zone from the ki oma. The ki oma team occupy the pāwiro and te ao zones. They must defend the tupu and score points by touching the po with the ki. Then run into the pāwiro zone and touch down without being tagged. Points scored are the number of po touched before touching down. To make the key ball for some of the tākaro, you use harakeke and a special weaving technique to make this key.